Yorick, you've been doing such a good job as my robot sidekick.
You, Craig, are the sidekick.
So I decided to take us to one of the places, the most breathtaking views in all of the USA, the San Francisco Bay.
If you just did some sort of dramatic visual reveal, let me remind you that I do not have the ability to see.
Oh, shoot, that's right.
Total sidekick move.
I'm sure there's some other stuff we can do here in California. Yeah. We're here now at the aquarium of the bay. It's got 700,000 gallons of water and over 20,000 animals. It is incredible.
Why would anyone want to go underwater?
So these glasses use computer vision to identify fish. Pretty cool, right?
What fish?
Oh, right. I can give you my Meta AI glasses and you can see the world around you.
Clownfish, shark.
You know, Craig, this is pretty neat. I could get used to this.
Plus, you look pretty awesome in those.
Okay, maybe we should explore a more permanent solution.
I'm Craig Dennis, and this is my sidekick, my co-host, Yorick. Welcome to AI Avenue, generated by Cloudflare. We aim to make AI approachable and fun, breaking down barriers and inviting everyone to explore and learn. Each episode, we explore a human sense or ability and how AI is learning to replicate it. This episode, we're looking at vision. How do we see? How do computers see? And how can computers help us to see better? The technology is rapidly advancing, and people have all sorts of thoughts about it.
Hi, I'm Willa Barnett, and this is On the Avenue. While Craig explores how AI sees the world, I'm out here seeing what the world thinks about AI. What first comes to mind when you think of AI right now?
Artificial intelligence, language learning models, basically a way to help human beings do things that would normally take us longer time to do in like seconds.
Generally, I think of invasiveness, things that are going to replace humans and going to make, hopefully, life easier in the long run.
ChatGPT is my new friend. For example, now for coming here, if I want to cross the Brooklyn Bridge, which is the better way, I think it's very easy to use.
Are you comfortable with like computer vision with facial recognition technology?
How do I feel about facial recognition and computer vision? Like most things, it's a tool and depends how you use the tool, whether or not it can have bad or good outcomes. I think it's a good tool for things like identifying people who are like in rescue situations and they're under rubble, or even something as small as like your phone, being able to open your phone with your face or the print of your face, or getting into buildings and security. But then like there are certain, it can definitely go too far.
It is unstoppable for now. It is going to happen in 1 or 5 years. Yeah,
it's true.
The whole world, but I think it helps us a lot. Gives us more security.
Customs was 2 minutes. I love that part of it. So I think it's continuing to evolve, but I think it's pretty good right now on facial recognition.
Does it creep you out? Does it make you uncomfortable to think about a computer, someone's camera being able to recognize who you are, things like that?
Yes, a little bit. Yesterday I was in a restaurant here in New York, and someone told my name, and I said, "Wow, what is this?" And we are recognized in everything, in everywhere, and the data is the power in our days.
We actually did a lot of facial recognition in our buildings for access, as well as for traffic cameras, as for not only traffic cameras, but for accident investigation, for lawsuits, some trips and falls, if someone said they fell on something and then we couldn't find anything on a camera. So we did use it in my employment.
I would say that it all depends on the direction our current society goes. If it goes in a direction where we want to value liberty, then AI is going to help us in that direction. If we value it less, then it could go to places where it could be potentially dark.
How about driverless cars? Have you guys seen those, or does the idea of that freak you out, or anything like that?
Driverless car make me feel a little bit freaking out because it's a new technology. We need to stay courage to believe that they will conduct us as well. But I'm gonna try one day.
Try it.
Yeah, I would like to try.
Yeah.
Do I trust machines to see things better than humans? Absolutely not. I think that right now, at this current stage of AI development, having the human factor is the most important factor.
I'm retired. I do look forward to it enhancing my life and my child's life and my grandchild's life. I think that it has a purpose, it has a reason, and I think if used in the right way, it will be very beneficial.
So, how do people feel about computer vision? Well, it's a mix. While many hope that it'll make the world a safer place, there are those who fear a surveillance state. That's what we learned today on The Avenue. Back to you, Craig.
See, some people are really not interested in AI ogling them. In a lot of ways, computer vision is a tricky subject, spurring furious debate about privacy, security, and even plain morality. Facial recognition, once science fiction, now it's scanning your face at airports, concerts, and even inside Madison Square Garden. In fact, MSG is using it to spot banned individuals. Jim Dolan, if you're watching, chill out.
And I'd love some tickets to Gaga's tour.
The TSA is adopting new vision systems too. Faster boarding, fewer lost IDs, but some travelers are pushing back. Anti-facial recognition clothing is trending, masks, umbrellas, and even fashion that confuses cameras.
Fashion can defeat computers. Craig's wardrobe must crash mainframes.
Deepfakes are also on the rise, but so are deepfake detectors. The only cure for bad AI? Good AI. Meanwhile, in the retail world, Amazon Go stores use CV to let you grab and leave without checking out, but this time, you really need to pay. Because shoplifting surveillance is evolving too. Some CV systems can now detect intent before a product even leaves the shelf. Put it down, Yorick. Robot and drone deliveries are becoming more reliable thanks to object detection models that can recognize crosswalks, potholes, and the occasional curious cat. However, medical imaging is where CV might save the most lives. Trained AI now helps radiologists detect cancer earlier and more accurately. One doctor called it a second set of eyes that never blinks. And computer vision doesn't stop there. It's helping scientists identify habitable exoplanets, track wildfires, even monitor deforestation. We're not just teaching AI to see, we're teaching it to look out for us. And that's all for the headlines. But now, let's dig deeper. How exactly do computers see? And what does that mean for you and your robot hand who can't?
We'd better be fixing that by the end of the episode.
Before we dive in, let's zoom out. What even is computer vision? It's a way for machines to interpret the world visually, something that we humans have evolved to do surprisingly well. Our eyes take in light, our brains process information, and voila, we see. But even we have limits. Some animals see way more. Eagles can spot prey 2 miles away. Mantis shrimp see colors we don't even have names for. Snakes detect heat. So what does that mean for us? Computer vision isn't just about replicating human sight, it's about enhancing it. The term computer vision first showed up in the 1960s. Researchers thought that they'd crack it in a summer. Classic tech optimism. It turns out that seeing is really hard. It took decades to go from this is a cube to this is grandma.
But my grandma is a cube.
So how does it work today? There's 4 major steps. Number 1, collect data. Thousands, sometimes millions of labeled images. 2, label and annotate. Boxes around cats, arrows pointing to traffic lights, circles around tumors. 3, train a model. This is the learning phase. Neural networks adjust their internal weights to reduced errors. And 4, test and evaluate. You make sure the system works on new data and doesn't just memorize the training set. Machines don't use just cameras to gather data. They can use LiDAR, radar, ultrasonic, multispectral imaging, tools that see beyond what our eyes can. Then comes the processing stage. That's when the model starts analyzing what's in the image. Classification says what it is, object detection says where it is, and semantic segmentation maps the whole scene.
So basically, that's a stop sign. The stop sign is over there, and Craig is about to walk into that stop sign.
I am very aware of my surroundings.
Once the model has all this information, what then?
Well, then comes the final layer, decision making. Sometimes the AI just logs it, sometimes it acts, sometimes it hands off that data to a person or application. And here's the thing, we humans are incredibly adaptable. We can survive and thrive without sight, but trying to understand how and why we see, that lets us restore vision, extend it, and even share it with those who never had it to begin with.
Like me!
Precisely. One company that is making huge strides in computer vision technology is called Roboflow. And today, I'm going to show you all the amazing abilities of this cutting-edge program. Let's go.
Catch up with you later, I guess.
Mike. Car. Hey, is that Joseph Nelson, the CEO of Roboflow?
Hey, Craig.
Hey, Joseph.
Are you experimenting with computer vision?
Yeah, I am. I'm actually using Roboflow right now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I better.
Yeah. Cool, Waymo. Joseph, for people who have never heard of computer vision, tell them what Roboflow does.
What Roboflow does is we make tools for developers and companies to give their products the ability to use computer vision to make sense of visual intelligence. The things you need to start building your own vision-powered app. So you need a model, you need a place to run that model, and you need a data set to ensure that model is doing what you expect it to do. If you teach a model to recognize cars, and it just so happens that every car in your data set is red, and then you put your model out into the real world and there's a bunch of white cars and gray cars, it's not gonna do as well. And then you want a deployment, which is where this model is going to run. And so models can run on the cloud, or they can run on the edge, meaning like on a phone or on what's called an embedded device.
Okay.
Maybe I can give you an example.
Yeah, sure, please.
Of a recent one that a friend of mine was working on.
Okay.
So he lives in San Francisco, and San Francisco has public tennis courts.
Okay.
And so he wanted to make a system that would text him when there's nobody at the public tennis court.
Oh, whoa.
So he set up a little camera on his windowsill.
Okay.
And he starts collecting data of when folks are playing tennis and when the tennis courts are empty. You can think about this of someone could play tennis just before dusk or at dawn or on a bright day, on a cloudy day.
Gotcha.
People could be wearing different outfits when they're playing tennis. You could be playing doubles, you could be playing singles.
Oh, right. Okay.
And so you'd want all these situations represented.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'd want a model that understands what a person looks like and the zone that is the tennis court in this case.
Okay, right.
Then once you have the logic that determines, okay, no one is on the tennis court, you can pass that to another service that could send you a text message.
So what other kind of devices can people deploy Roboflow models to?
We power the instant replay at Wimbledon every year.
Okay.
And as you can imagine, that's
super fun.
It's high stakes.
Yeah, for sure.
And you don't have a lot of latency.
Yeah.
Because it's a live broadcast.
Yeah.
So you can't wait for the stream to go to the cloud and then come back and then make action about where the camera should be pointed. And so to run those models, you run them on the edge. And everyday hobbyists, developers, even enterprises that are making models that are small, that run on the edge.
Right.
And so when everyone's zigging, why don't we zag a little bit and show people what you can do at the edge?
Yeah.
And so to do that, we launched Lil Data Center, the world's smallest data center.
That's awesome. Can anybody try out a Roboflow demo themselves?
Anybody, yeah. It's free to sign up. There was this one person that during the pandemic, he made an exercise machine for his cat with computer vision. So he took a robotic arm, and then he attached a laser pointer to it.
Oh. Wow.
And he trained the robotic arm to recognize his cat. And he programmed it to consistently point 10 feet away from the cat. If a hobbyist can build something like that in their spare time, like the technology has arrived.
Yeah. What would you suggest they do?
So Roboflow.com.
Yeah.
And anyone can sign up and build things. Actually, we have a community of folks that publish the projects they make on something called Roboflow Universe.
Okay.
And so you can have inspiration of like whether you want to find fish trackers or tennis ball players, or maybe you're working in biology and you want to understand cells, or maybe you work in astronomy and you want to understand galaxies. Like everything is on Roboflow Universe.
A lot of people think about computer vision as just like what we're doing, like driving in traffic or like maybe face recognition, but can it also be used for text?
Yeah, oh yeah. You can use computer vision to understand documents or digital worlds just as much as the real physical world. That's a field that's often called OCR.
Okay.
Optical character recognition.
Okay.
If you're paying for something in an app and you have the opportunity to add a credit card, then you can just scan the credit card.
Right, yeah.
That's doing OCR.
Gotcha.
It's seeing all the credit card numbers, the expiration date, and inputs it for you.
Awesome.
And computer vision models are getting really good at OCR.
Okay, meta moment. We just spent some time chatting about computer vision while being driven around by a Waymo, a completely driverless vehicle, using the same technology that Joseph laid out for us. Navigating a city is one thing, but how about navigating a grocery store? I wanted to explore a computer vision use case for myself, so I caught up with Ryan to hear how he uses AI for everyday tasks. Helping someone see isn't just about labeling pixels. It's about independence, confidence, and dignity.
My name is Ryan Strunk. Welcome to AI Avenue. Something that really excites me about AI is how much it has opened up my ability to explore things that I didn't even necessarily know that I wanted to explore. When I take a picture of a street scene, the first thought in my mind is, what businesses are across the street? And then it tells me, there's a luxury car parked right in front of you. And I suddenly can go down this rabbit hole of, oh really? What color is it? What model is it? Tell me more about this luxury car that I never would have even thought about before. These details that I never considered because they weren't part of point A or point B are now present in a way that is a lot of fun.
BeMyEyes doesn't just give blind users access to the world, it invites them to explore it. But even Ryan would tell you, it's not the tech that matters most, it's the human using it.
I have not used BeMyEyes at a grocery store yet, but I am very much looking forward to. Okay, let's just see what happens.
Analyzing picture, please wait. Grocery store shelf with various packaged and canned foods. The top shelf displays bags of Lundberg brand rice in different varieties such as short grain, sushi, basmati, jasmine, arborio, and wild blend.
Wow.
Below that, there are Bob's Red Mill products in beige bags, including farro, boulder, red lentils, pearl barley, amaranth, and different types of couscous.
I love the details of things like the beige bags. I have no idea that Bob's Red Mill was in beige bags. Spices, maybe? Sure smells like spices.
This area.
Yeah, all right.
Fine.
Let's see what happens.
Analyzing picture, please wait. Grocery store shelf with various breakfast and snack items. The top shelf has boxes of oatmeal, including flavors like maple nut, variety pack, and Irish oatmeal. Below that, there are bags of granola in different flavors such as honey lavender and honeysuckle.
The ability for me to browse right now is incredible. I had never, I love lavender. I've never thought of lavender granola.
Oh.
Now I know that it exists. Now I know one of the things I might be picking up here. Also, I love that variety is a flavor. I'm just gonna, yeah, okay. So this is, I'm gonna step more into this sort of space and just take another shot closer up. Is there a lavender granola, and if so, what shelf is it on?
Yes, there is a lavender granola. It is on the second shelf from the top.
Is it this one, question mark?
No, BeMyAI. No, this is not the lavender granola. Take picture, send message. Button.
BeMyAI. Oh, BeMyAI. No, the granola at the center of this image is not the lavender granola. However, on the left side of the ebony, you can see part of a purple bag with the word lavender visible. That purple bag is the honey lavender granola you're looking for.
So I think it's this one. There we go.
You got a thing you didn't know about?
Yeah, I mean, again, this is what I mean about exploring, right? Is it just, I never would have thought about this, and here it is. This technology does add to my independence. I'll say that. There are things now that I can do with AI that are easier than I could do them before.
AI gives Ryan independence in the grocery aisle. But back in Oregon, I'm chasing a different kind of choice. Same tech, new scene. Portland's poster forest. What if an app could scan a poster, read the lineup, and boom, tickets, venue, a few tracks to sample. Cue coding montage.
Pelican hallucination,
OCR.
I've built an app that you can use to take pictures of band posters. It then uses OCR to extract the band names and then ping Spotify to generate a playlist. You can try this app out yourself by clicking on the link in the description.
You built an app to read posters before giving me eyes?
That's right. That's fair. That's fair. Let's see here. Here we go. And boom. Computer vision via webcam. Welcome to the seeing world, buddy.
That's what you look like?
Yeah.
You told me you looked like Chris Evans.
All right. Come on, we get it. We gotta get changed for this punk concert.
Why?
We can't just wear normal outfits. It's gotta be punked out. And I've got just the thing. Let's get punk. Okay, Roboflow, I want to dress in full punk regalia for this show. What should I wear? This poster outside and made the playlist. This band is so awesome. Whoa, a mosh pit! 100%. 92% pumped. Oh, 100%. That was an awesome show. Should have brought Yorick. They would have loved him. Wow, what an amazing show. Did you see what the power of computer vision can do? Using OCR to do the concert poster? I've got to put on a sweater and I've got bullet bracelets on and it's really hard to do and I don't recommend doing it. Today, we explored what it means to see through our eyes and through the lens of a machine. We learned how computer vision works, how it's trained, labeled, and deployed, and how it's already part of our lives, from fish tanks to facial recognition, cancer screening to concert posters.
And how you need AI to help you get dressed.
We also saw the power of vision to help people, like the BeMyEyes community, using AI to navigate the world. It's not just about replacing a sense, it's about restoring it, expanding it. And we discovered that when AI sees with us, not for us, we get something truly magical. A second pair of eyes, a new perspective. You look so rad with that bracelet. Here, we should do a selfie so you can see. Is this your first selfie? Here we go, ready?
Is that me?
Yeah, it is.
Wow, I'm extremely handsome.
I'm gonna ignore that pun there. That's the show. Thanks for seeing things with us. We'll catch you next time on AI Avenue.